But without having read Ryan's book, Jennifer Pippin tried getting it banned, so he contacted her.
That's an interesting story. This was when our book was being banned in Indian River County, Florida. And I did the exact same very polite Facebook message and just said, "Hi, I saw you banned this book. Just wondered if you had any questions or concerns about it that I can relate." And again, haven't read it. And so she said, "But I've heard that it's anti police and I thought it might be offensive to our school resource officer. It'll turn children into violent Antifa anarchists." And I said, "Well, our book is my wife's true story of her real experiences with a very specific group of police who worked for a dictator in order to murder children with no consequences and torture them." That's another thing. They always say that our book is anti government. And I'm like, it's a book about fighting someone who did a violent overthrow of the government and people fighting to get their government back. It's very pro-government, whereas you are currently fighting the government that you currently live in over books. So who's more anti-government? I said, look, it's about a very specific group of police who are beating, torturing, killing children for an unelected government who is taking away people's rights. I think if I were your school resource officer, I would be more offended that you couldn't tell the difference. And there's like the long pause, the long little three dots, and then she's like, "Oh, I didn't know it was a true story. So I'll tell you what, I'll retract my challenge and instead make it recommended reading in every library in the city." And I'm like, wait, ma'am, you still didn't read the book. You can't just go from one extreme to the other. Like, I agree with you. Great, have people read it, but don't make sweeping generalizations about how the law should force people to read or not read books that you haven't read. And don't do that anyway. Let them make their own freaking decisions. But then I've always told the story about how I changed her mind, and I later found out that she just got it removed anyway, but called it weeding. So it was removed forever. So she just like, I don't want him to call me out, so we'll just have it weeded permanently. No one can ever read it.